Hello and welcome to yet another stream. Currently at 14:45. Can I get to 1500 today? Probably not, but let us try. Let's start by getting warmed up with some puzzles. Puzzle Rush. If it loads. Survival. Highest is 43. Let's see if I can get close to 43. Okay, that's mates. Gotta watch the back rank. So. Okay. Here. Okay. Black to move. Here. Black to move. Here. Blocks. Yeah, that's gotta be right. Here. Board vision. Here. I win a queen and then I win a rook. Just double checking. Okay, here. King moves back here. Or here. And then the rook comes down. Or not. Okay, so that opens up this. Okay. Okay. I want you, I need you, oh God, please. Check moves. So I went out and got coffee today. This is my gourmet coffee. Large ice cold brew with icy. They didn't put enough mocha in it today. That's what the problem was. They put 2 sugars, but it was supposed to be regular mocha. And it's not as delicious as it normally is, which is kind of sad because, you know, first coffee in a couple of weeks and it doesn't taste as beautiful as always. I don't want to walk back. I went for a long walk today. None of you probably care about any of that, so I'm just going to solve this puzzle. So, check could block like this, but it doesn't work. What else? What am I talking about? Mate, right there. Okay, so here, queen goes here to block the mates. Here, queen can go here, that doesn't work. Here, queen can't go here. Queen can go here, and then we can trade. So I could go here, queen could take, and I could pin the queen. Win a pawn, that doesn't seem, not to mention this can come as well, so that's not really, excuse me. This can come. I feel like this is probably strong because it opens up here, but also mate here. So you can't go there. You could go here. If you go here, what happens? I could win a pawn. I don't think that's probably it. I didn't see that at all. Okay, so probably only move here. That's all I can do. I expected this. So I can win a queen and I can win a rook. Do I have something better? I could win the pawn. No. Well, I could, potentially. But probably winning the queen is easier here. Because if I move away, then the queen can just pick up this pawn for free, which is probably going to happen anyway, because the rook's going to get out. But I get a rook, and then the only active piece that he has is, well, going to be the bishop, and the knight comes out. Not to mention, if I take, if I take here, and he takes here, and I take here, I don't have to take, I can push. That's interesting. So if I push, and he takes the queen, I can take check first. King has to take, and then I can win the piece. Or I can take, he takes, I take, then I push. And if I push, then the rook either has to, rook can't come back anymore, so the king is going to have to come into the action. If the king comes into the action, then what? This isn't a hard puzzle, dude. I just don't want to get it wrong because it's so early and I need to keep all my things. I'm probably not sharp right now. Okay. Or I'm just like overlooking something. I could win the pawn. It attacks the queen. So I know I can win a rook, which would put me up material, but I'm going to lose this pawn. And then I'm going to have, like, I don't know. His center is going to be pretty strong. He'll be able to get a rook into the game. No, wait. Never mind. He doesn't have the rook anymore. It's probably just take without getting fancy. I could go here. Queen can just... No, queen can't do that. Queen goes here. I go here. And then the rook... No. I want to do this. But the answer is probably this. So if I go here, what happens? The rook has to move. I'm going to do it. Yeah, I didn't think it was right. Just take the queen. Okay. Oh! Wow. Tilted after the first one, huh? That's not going to be good for me. Here, here. Okay, I'm distracted. Here, that doesn't help me at all. 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 Well, potentially. Checks, captures, attacks. Okay, so do I have any checks? It doesn't look like I have any sort of checks at all. Do I have any captures? 1, 2... Neither of them seem to do anything. Takes. If he takes, queen can go here. No, that doesn't work. I have this, which actually is strong. Okay. Here, which is mate. here, here, here. Oh. Well, that's interesting, but it doesn't work. So queen sack, queen takes, 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 with check. Again, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I would be up material on that line. Because I would have... No, wait, what? 1. Oh, never mind. Reverse the order. If I take the rooks first, then the knight hangs. Oh, so, okay. Okay, so if I go here and then he checks me from behind, then I move here, the queen is still guarded, and the king can't get any closer. I could trade, but then it blocks the pawn. So I think I'm gonna... Well, I did exceptionally poorly today. Should be disappointed with myself, and probably quit for the rest of the day. But I'm gonna go play online anyway. Alright, so start with e4. Okay. 2 pawns in the center. I will go ahead and bring the knight out. Okay, I don't think that's the move. Bring the bishop out. Okay. Castle. Okay. Opponent's giving me the entire center. So I'm thinking do this. This is going to come at a point. And I can't take it. What I could do is I could do this, but this is going to come. I could slide the bishop back instead. But that way, if this comes, I don't have to do anything about it. Or I could bring out the rook instead, which I kind of like. Because if he throws out takes, he's going to put the knight there. I can bring out my knight first, but I kind of want to like make his bishop like bite granite. So here he throws out. I could bring the bishop back instead, encourage him to take. I could close it off myself, but then this is going to come. I don't want to get too fancy right now. I could bring out this bishop, but that doesn't really do anything about anything, to be honest. That takes too much. This doesn't really do anything. Takes, 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 takes. Not to mention, this is going to come at a point anyway. So I kind of want to like do this. I think I'm going to start... It's probably the wrong move, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay. So now I can bring out my bishop. So I'm thinking about bringing the bishop here or here. Here, what's the benefit? I think it's fine if I bring it over here. So I'll bring it over here. I'm thinking about bringing the knight here. I could attack in the center immediately with either piece. That doesn't really do too much right now. I could bring out the knight, or I could bring out the knight to defend the center. Or I could just bring it here and put it here at a later point. I think I'm here, 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 or just here seems fine. I think I'm gonna just do this. Keep it standard, really. Okay. So should I break in the center immediately? Or should I continue the build up for it? I could do this and try to break up the center. Here gives him this, which I don't want him to have. So I think I'm going to Move the queen off the center line, bring a rook. Put more pressure over here. I could have moved the queen here and then attacked this pawn. That might have been good too. Here's a move, but I already moved that piece once. So the only piece I haven't moved is the rooks. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the queen here, so the rooks are now connected. Queen's off the center line. Okay, this dude is extremely disrespectful. Alright, so I will bring rooks to the center. Okay, so he attacks in the center, but it's defended, so I don't care. Otherwise, I could also close this up, but it gives his knight this, which I don't especially want right now. I take... He probably takes with that piece. I think that's all fine right now. I could push if he takes, and I can put this here. Close up his center. This is going to come at a second. No. I could go here, but it doesn't really work right now. I'm thinking bringing this here first is fine, but if his rook opens, I kind of want to keep the rook on that file. I don't mind if he takes. I could bring a rook. Or I could close down the center. And then he does this, which is fine for me. And it nerfs his bishop even more. Okay, I think what I will do is probably close up the door. For now. If he does this, then I can take it. Okay, he does that instead. Alright, so I think I'm going to go ahead and slide the bishop back. And then I can play to push for that at a certain point, just not right now. Okay, so now what do? I can try to get a knight to the center here. It's not doing anything here right now. That runs into this. So I think I will go ahead and go to put a knight here to attack this one. It doesn't work anymore. Could slide the queen here. She doesn't do anything right now. Could go to try to break up this structure. Then what? I could slide, nope. Here. That actually does something. Alright, so if I go here, and then I go here, and then he takes, and I can take the check, and then I can bring out knight. Wait, what? Here, that doesn't... Oh, it's protected by the knight, so that doesn't really do a whole lot. I could go here, bring the knight back, or I could bring the knight back, open up, slide this back, at a certain point, push for that. Okay, so what else can I do? I could just open this up, but it's not doing anything at any point here. Bring this back here, that doesn't do anything. Here, takes, as long as the knight's here, that doesn't do anything. So I think I'm going to bring back a square for the bishop. Slide the bishop back. Or I could slide it back here instead. Here, can then do that. If that happens, then what? Then I can move it back, but it overcommits the pieces, I think. Or I could slide the bishop back here instead. I think I'm going to slide the bishop all the way back here, because it's not really doing anything around the king. Okay, so he asked my bishop to, my knight to move. Okay, so he does that. I'm thinking about doing this, or I could bring the knight back instead. Do that, try to get it into the game. Also want to close off this square. Okay. doesn't do anything right now. Oh, that's not the move that I wanted to play. Alright, so that doesn't do anything yet. If he goes here, then I can take here and win a pawn. This is still protected twice. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and continue with my kingside attack. Okay. Takes with rook. Okay. So now I can slide this back once. I think I'm going to lock it up on the next move. Okay. Okay. So now he does that, so I'm going to go ahead and move the rook back here, because I don't want to lose sight of this pawn. Okay. So now I can take once, if I'd like to. Or I can continue bringing my knight out this way. This isn't really an attack right now. I'm going to move the king to the side instead, because I want to get this rook over here. Okay. Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and take once. Break open the center a little bit. Okay, so he takes like that. Okay, I can push and then I can get my knight into the game. Or I can go over here, double up, which I kind of do like. Get my rook over here. And then I have this move as well. Okay. 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 So now the only piece that hasn't been moved is my queen. So I'm going to move the queen over here. Get her into the game too. Let's see here. Move the rook back here. Okay, so what does that do? He wants to try to trap the knight, I guess. That doesn't really work yet. So I think I'm going to go ahead and I could do this, but not yet, not yet. I need to probably do this. Can I sack this yet? Not yet. Because he's still got this knight here. Can I sack this? Not yet. So I don't have anything just yet. So what I think I will do is probably bring this up one square. Not yet. Is this coming? Not yet. I don't want to do that though. Let's see here. What else? Here doesn't work. Okay, I'm just gonna start by doing this. Okay, so he does that, which now gives me this. No, it doesn't. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this back, bring this back. Bullshit. Okay, so lost OBS. pretty much got DDoSed. Played like absolute shit. Didn't do anything. Hated it. Hated it. What did it want instead? Bring out the night. Yeah, I figured you wanted to bring out the night. Hated it. Well, what a shitty game. Let's try again. I guess I'm just gonna have an off day today. Queen's Gambit. Okay. Do I tell his knight to move immediately? Then it just moves back. So, this is a trap. This is not a free pawn, but I hope he takes it. Okay. So he does that. Go ahead and defend it again. Okay, so he does that. Do I want to take it? Not necessarily. He takes, I take. Doesn't really have much. What else? I could go over here. But that doesn't really do much either. If I push, he takes, I take, knight takes. Here, here, here. At a certain point, here, but because the bishop can roll back, that's not really a good plan for me. Here, I could just slide the bishop back here and just have more firepower, I guess. I don't want to push it. If he wants to give up the bishop, I guess that's fine. For every file opened is a new... So the question is, do I want to give up the pawn? I don't think so. Okay, so he does that. Can go here, but that gives him this. I think I'll go ahead and bring out the knight and castle kingside. Queenside, I mean. Okay. Queen's under attack. That's also a mating threat. Okay. That game went better than the first one. Would you look at that, people? 2,200. Oops. Not bad. Not bad. So I learned this from Daniel Naroditsky. It's called the Marshall Trap, and some people fall into it. This person didn't, but he didn't really play it well either. Oh, I guess the idea was that pawn was never hanging. Because if he took the pawn, well, I mean, he was going to do this and then this. I want to keep my center intact. Oh, I guess the idea was if I did here, I mean, he still has to do this. And it's still defended by the queen anyway, and that prevents all of that. Hates this, wanted me to take. So, pretty good game, pretty quick one. I feel better about that one compared to the last one where I didn't do anything. Alright, here we go. Okay. Let's see here. Let's do a King's Indian defense. I haven't done that one. I don't like it because I can't stop the knight from coming in, so I'm going to play a Caro-Kann instead. This is the Hillbilly. Should I do this immediately? It doesn't do as much as I'd like it to because I don't have this anyway. I could do 2 pawns in the center, could bring out the knight. This doesn't do anything. I could bring out the bishop instead. But the problem is, I think the bishop belongs inside the pawn chain. What's his next move? Probably this, and the bishop goes over there, but the bishop is supposed to go here. So perhaps just the knight out. Keep it flexible. I could go here to try to go, as long as he has that, it doesn't work. Oh, what about this? Then this. And then this, and then I lose the rook. So probably none of that. I could just bring out the knight, which seems a pretty standard move, or I could bring out the other knight. I think I'm going to start by bringing out this knight. I expected that, so now the bishop comes out, pins the knight. I could take it, his bishop, because all of my pawns are pretty much going to be on light squares. I could take it, or I could bring it back. I'm going to lose it, probably, and it gives him some kingside initiative, which I kind of don't want. So I think I'll go ahead and take it, and then I will put all my pawns on light squares. Okay, so he does this. So I could stop him from doing anything. That doesn't really do a whole lot. I could go for the bishop e, and as long as he has this, it doesn't work. This doesn't really do much either, except it disallows me from putting the bishop here. So I could bring out the knight, which seems pretty standard, I think. Or I could fork now, because as long as he has this, which is what I keep saying, I could bring out my bishop instead, but it's going to run into this. So I feel like I'm going to keep it flexible and bring out the knight first. Okay? So I could do this. I want to do this, so even, no, because that doesn't work for that specific reason. I would like very much to do this, but it runs into this. And if this, then I can slide the bishop back, and then maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine if I do that. Okay. So he's trying to sack here, but or something. But I castled the safety, and all's good in the hood. So that is a free pawn. And also it forks these pieces. So then I get the bishop pair. Do I want the bishop? I think I will go ahead and take the bishop. So I'm somewhat better simply because I have the bishop pair. I think I'm going to go ahead and defend this pawn. I want to bring this rook into the game. So he does that. He's probably going to go for this, in which case I could go here. I'm going to bring the queen here, so if here I can take, he takes, no, I don't think so. I think I'm going to bring the rook instead. Start with the rook. Okay, I think I'll bring the, no, that doesn't do anything either. That doesn't do anything yet. Bring the queen over here, put pressure on it so it can't move anywhere. Also could push, but not yet. Here, that doesn't do anything. Let's see here. I could put the queen here, or I could put the queen here, or I can slide the bishop back and try to go for. But the king has space, so it's not as good as I want. I could go here, and then he only can boot it out like this, and I can also bring out the queen here. Here, here to win a pawn, but I don't especially like that. The rook is going to come into the game at some point. So what else do I have? Here runs into this, so I don't especially like that. Here, I don't especially like that. What if I go here, this gives him this, then I can check him, and further I could go there. But what if he goes here? Then I take, and it takes, and it opens him up, and then I can check him, but the queen still can go over here at a certain point. I think I'll go ahead and put it here. Has this nice outpost square. Interesting. So I could do this if I want to do this, or I could do this, and if he goes like this, then I could take, which I kind of do like. I could also attack it again, and if he takes, then I can go and check him first. And so I think I'll go ahead and do that. Put more pressure on it. And so I can check him again. No, I can't. Wins a pawn. Alright, so. Okay, so I guess I will move all the way back here. Okay, so he does that. I could now bring a rook into here. I mean, bring the knight out here. Put pressure on this pawn. It does do something, not as much as I'd like it to do. But I think oh, it also does this fork. Which opponent misses? Okay, that doesn't work just yet. I could build for the center. Also, if I do this, the queen can slide over here. Or I could play for, if I do this, then this, then he takes, I take. Well, he can bring the rook into the game. But it also like doubles up his pawns and makes these ones weak. So perhaps I should probably play for that. Okay, so he does that. Is that a threat? Does it do anything? Not really. So I could go for a queen trade instead. And then I could go for that, and I will be up material. Or I could go like this. Or I could go like this and attack the knight. And the knight doesn't have any good squares to go to. So I'll have to like redefend. So I think I'll go over here. Attack his knight. Can't go there, can't go there. could go there, could go here. I think his only move is probably here. And then I can attack the queen once more. Okay, so I think I will go ahead and do that. Or I could redefend like this, but that gives him this. So I think what I will do is probably... I could do this, and then he does this. And if he does that, then I could do this, and he no longer has this. So I think I'll go ahead and try that. Okay, so I have more pressure than he does. I could go like this now, and if he goes here, then I could go here. So I think I'll go ahead and do that. Or I could do this and attack his piece, but it gets in. Or I could go like this and try to break up his structure even more. Queen trade gets him this. Alright, so I think I'm going to go ahead and attack the queen, ask him to get out of my territory. Okay, I could also go like this. And then continue. He's got this, but as long as I have like this, everything's fine. Alright, so I think I'll go ahead and do that. Get all my pawns rolling. Alright, so he wants to go for this. So I could go for this, which is interesting. That gives him this square here. So I could go here, so he doesn't have that. He wants to put this here, then I can redefend the rook here, but it... want you, I need you, oh God, please. That doesn't work. I don't have to do anything. Get the rook into the game. Where's the queen go? She's running out of squares. The queen wants to go here. So if I go here and it goes here, then I can bring the rook here, and then he forks the king. So I probably don't want that. Here, here. What? Why am I so low on time? Okay, so I need to go ahead and play faster. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Okay, and then I'll just go ahead and push the pawn. I could take with check. Oh. Why am I playing so slow today? Big sad. 2 pawns in the center. Okay. Develop the other knight. Could have booted it. Alright, bring the bishop out. Okay. Go ahead and do this. Okay, he does that. I could trade, and then I could bring the knight back to attack the pawn. So it takes, brings it here, and he can redefend like that, which also attacks the knight. Or I could just skip all of that noise and castle. If he takes, and it strengthens my center, gives me a rook to the open file. But he probably also wants to redefend here too. So, So takes, brings out here, throws out. I could check him, it closes the door on the bishop. Okay. So now I'm attacking the pawn. Just redefend? I don't care. I could have attacked with the bishop as well, but then he could get here and just try to get here. But is he trying to get here? The queen just can go here. He does that, huh? I could do this, which is interesting. And if this, I have this, then we could trade and I could win that. I think this might, I'm gonna try it. Alright, so now that goes back here. Do I want to do that immediately, or because this is going to come and it's going to fork these two pieces, which gives his knight what? Or I could take this here, and then split his pawns and give him some ugly structure, and then I can go and attack it immediately. So I think I'm going to try that. Or I could take it with this piece instead. I think I like that better. So I think I'm going to try that. Okay. So now I win a pawn. Okay, does that do anything? Is he trying to sack for it? I don't care. So I could also throw it like this, but then if he takes, then I can't take back. Alternatively, I could just castle, or I can continue by attacking the queen side. I guess he wants to try to get over here. What options do I have? I could go over here. If he wants to take, and I'll have to slide the bishop back, I guess. Or I could fix this into position, and then I could bring it over here. Go here, queen here, castle. I kind of like that. If he sacks, I take back, queen takes, the bishop can go back here. Alright, so I think I'm going to do that. Okay, so he does that. Alright, so now I think I'm going to go after this free pawn. Okay. So I'll go ahead and grab it. Okay, so the question is bishop or pawn. I think I would like the bishop, No, I think I'm gonna do, no, yeah, I'm gonna do the bishop instead. Alright, so, or pawn, then he comes over here, and then I can castle. Is this a threat? Not right now. Not to mention I can also do this. So I think I'll go ahead and do the pawn, keep the pawns together. Okay, I expected that. Okay, so I think I want to get out of check, so I think I'm going to castle. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and bring the rook. Okay, so I'm going to now tell your knight to get out of my territory. If he goes here, it's protected. If he goes here, if he goes here, he only has here. Alright, so that attacks this one. I don't have that at the moment. I think I would like to try to go barreling in. So I think I'm going to go ahead and try that. So he does it, huh? Really? Expected that. Okay. So the problem with this is... Oh, I have... then he goes here. Okay, so... I think I'm going to go ahead and slide the bishop back first. Now I have one move to go over here. I suppose that would have been a move as well. Okay, so I think I'll go ahead and tell your king to move. Actually, this is probably better. Okay, so he gives it up for nothing. Do I have a better move? Check. No. so go ahead and take the rook. This on the next move. Okay. Really? Hated it. Hated it. Queen tried. Best move. Best move. Love to see it. Hated it. Won the queen first. I mean, it was always there, so I guess... Didn't like it. Didn't like it. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Love it when the computer likes it. Hates it, huh? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess that would have worked. Alright. Here we go. Alright, what to do? King's pawn opening. 2 pawns in the center. Advanced variation. Knight. Okay. Can't do this. Yeah, I expected that. So I can't take. So if takes, queen takes. Wait, what? Again. Oh shit! That wasn't the move I wanted to play. That wasn't the move. That wasn't the move. Oh my goodness. I was just... Oh boy. Oh boy. That's not good. That isn't good at all. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, so he's going for that. I have this as well. Can go do that. Trade once. Castles. Also, I have this. I kind of would do like this. Oh, he's going to put it there anyway. Alright, so I think I'll go ahead and do this. Also have this too. Bring out the rook. Okay, I think I have to take once. It's not a good bishop. Okay, so he does that. Alright, so now I think I can probably do this. I've got 1, 2, 3 defenders. He's only got 3 attackers. So this makes it slide back. I could go here, or I could go here, here, and put the knight over here, which I kind of do like. So I think I'll go ahead and try that. What? What? My math is all wrong. Just like, what am I even looking at? so I think I'll go ahead and bring the rook to the center file. I want to put the rook here. Can't do that on this move. Could do this one. What am I even talking about? Okay, so I want to do this. He does this. I do this. I can take with rook. So I think I'll go ahead and try that. Okay. So I'll go ahead and take with this one. Interesting. So what does this do? I think I'll go for a queen trade. Don't love it, but I think I'm going to go for a queen trade. Okay, so I give up a pawn. Alright, so now I can double up. Or I can go over here and try to go for mate. Goes here, can go here. I think I could go ahead and try for it. Here. Here doesn't work. Here doesn't work. I could go here if I really wanted to. I think it's active, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and try it. Does this, does this, does this, does this. Okay, so I think I'll go ahead and put this piece here anyway. Go attack the rook. Okay, so now I'm going to go and bring my queen in here. If this works, you know, that's probably why the queen shouldn't go running off after pawns. She wanted to go for Alvin, you know, when the king is King David. It's more important. Okay, so he does this. That's interesting. Alright, so let's see here. I could do this, the queen goes here. Let's see here, what else do I have? Here. Brings it back here. So what do I do to a scurvy pirate? Here. Could actually go here. Mm. What do you do to a scurvy pirate? Here, here, takes, here, here, blocks, or here, 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 here. So if here, here, no wait, it's my turn. Here, if here, then here, then here, here, here. I think active. So I don't want to move the queen here just yet. But what if the queen goes here? Okay, I think I'm gonna go for it. Here to go over here. What do you do to a scurvy pirate? What do you do to a scurvy pirate? What do you do to a scurvy pirate? Make him walk the plank. Yeah. So he doesn't have to do this right now. If you want to be super greedy, you could do that. I bring it here. Alternatively, what about here? Then I could go here. Okay, so he does that instead. Alright, so what I think I will do is probably bring the queen here, put the rook here, and go for that. And if he does this, okay, and then I have that. And if he does this, so what do I have instead? So I could put it here. This is going to come in here, and this is going to come in here, here. Do I have a follow-up check? I could put it here, so if this comes, I could also do this. He takes, I take with check. Here, here. Okay, I don't necessarily want to do that. Okay. So what else? Here, here. Oh, I have that. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and put the queen here instead. Bring the rook in. Okay, so it goes and does that. Is he doing this? Okay, so if he goes here, I have time to go here. And he doesn't have time. He doesn't have time. Okay, so he does that. Alright, so go here. So I go here. Something has to take. Probably the king. I think I have to take this. Okay. So then I go over here. And then bring the rook over here. Okay, so the king's gonna run. I can do this, but should I do this? So if I go here, bishop takes. Probably gonna do this. I could do this first. And if takes, then I could go here. No, I think I'm gonna keep it close for now. Alright. So also, okay, yeah. And then I can go ahead and do this, and then this. Okay. Bring up my pieces. Okay, so now, check. Okay, so now I don't have to take. I'm going to go ahead and bring out my other rook. Okay, probably queen can't get out. Probably have to take now. Okay, so try to damage his structure. I think I'll go ahead and bring this piece here. Okay, so he does that. Okay, so now here he's going to do that here. He's going to push. Alright, so I'll go here, I think, to start. Alright. Go here. So he does that instead. Go ahead and bring my rook here. Fuck me, dude. Okay, so I think I'm gonna come over here. Attack this piece first. Okay, come over here. Okay, come over here. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all, is it? So now I have to give up the rook, I guess. Well, damn. Damn. Not even enough time, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Alright, so where did it go wrong? Why do I need to go fucking hang myself off a bridge somewhere? Yeah, I know that was a fucking mistake. Whatever. Just whatever, you know? Study and study and study and study, and they don't fucking ever play their fucking rating. Fucking hate this game. Just fucking hate this game. Old line. Slide the bishop back, but trade like Casablanca. This is probably the move. No, actually it wasn't. Oh, it was protected by the bishop, so it's all fine. Alright. Bring the bishop out. Seems alright. I mean, it's got nowhere else to go right now, so probably. Put more pressure. Okay. So he gives me the bishop. I think I'll go ahead and take the bishop. Do I have a better move? Not at the moment. Alright, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and castle now. This is incoming. Yeah, I'll go ahead and castle first. Okay, so what does this do? I could do this, takes. Queen comes over here. I could go over here, put pressure on this pawn. Takes, no, as long as he has that, doesn't work. Could do this first. This comes, probably not. So what about here? Here. Runs into this. What is the most active move in position right here? This does something, this does something, this. Queen goes over here, and this is hanging at a certain point. So the queen probably shouldn't stray too far. That's interesting. That is interesting. What about this? Takes. That's a pawn break. And fork. No. So, what to do? Could go for this. Doesn't seem so bad. Takes. Queen can't get over here. King slides to the side. I think I'm gonna go ahead and try that. Okay. I think I'll check with pawn. Now straight back in the center at a certain point, but not right now. Okay, so he's attacking the bishop. So I think I'll slide the bishop back. But if I slide the bishop back, then that gives him this, and then the queen will have to go here. I don't love it, but at least it gets to a more active square. Also have this, and this. That's pretty passive. Alright, so, does this do anything? That doesn't do anything. So I could go for this, he has to go for something like that, and then I can move for this, and then I can go for that. I kind of like these options. Oh, that's not how any of this works. Ask the queen to move. Nope. Gotta do this first. So do this first, and then this on the next move. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. That kind of works, but it doesn't really. So here, attacks. Okay, so he's attacking this piece. Does it do anything else? Does it fork anything? So I could do this now. If he goes here, it does attack the queen. I think I'll go here first. Queen has to go away. Okay, queen goes away. Okay, so now I can strike back in the center at a certain point. Okay, so the problem is, okay, I can't do that either. He's got this. So what should I do? I think doing this makes some sense. He doesn't have this, he doesn't have this, he doesn't have this. So I think striking back, but then he takes, I take. So what if I do this, then slide the bishop back? Do this. He doesn't have to take. What does he want? He can't do that. He can't do this either. So what if king takes though? What if queen takes actually? Queen takes, rook comes over here. I can also sack at a certain point, but not here. Although I do if takes. Okay, I think I probably have to go ahead and play for the center now. So if takes, then I can go for this, and he doesn't have this. It gets him out of the game, makes him go back. Okay, so he does that. So I think I'll go ahead and slide out of the way. Oh, are my rooks forked right now? Not yet. Not yet. Probably wants to like get his knight here. Okay, but I don't have to take that, and I have more than enough pressure. So if I get rid of the knight first, then if I go for here, I could go for here, but then he goes here, and then I take here. The queen is guarded 2 different ways, the pawn is guarded 2 different ways, so everything is fine at the moment. I could take here, he takes back, so that doesn't really help me at all. Although I could take, if he takes, then I could go here and bring the knight in, which attacks the queen, which actually does do something. And I do have this fork at a certain point, but not right now. I can't attack again. I can't move this. This is still protected by the queen. So everything is good for right now. So I think I can win a pawn if I do this. Okay. So I do lose a rook, but I still have a strong center. Alright, so I think I'll go ahead and slide the bishop back. Okay, that attacks the pawn. So I think I can go ahead and defend the pawn. Both of them. Okay, so okay, just need to double check. Yeah, all good. Okay. Please stay. I want you, I need you, I'm gone, please. Okay, so I can put the bishop here, which seems like a fine square for the bishop. Now everything's defended. I can't really push it further along. Okay, so I can go here, he goes here. Then I can go here, here. That doesn't work. That doesn't work either. Let's see here. What else can I do? That doesn't work. So if I go here and he goes here and then I go here, and I can get it here to go here, oh, here to go here to attack here. If he takes and I take, okay. So now I go over here to attack the pawn. Okay. So now I'm going to ask him kindly to move. Can bring the rook out now. Okay, so he does that. Does he have anything right now? Not at the moment. So I think I'm going to go ahead and start bringing my pieces into the game. Okay, awesome. I have this check. Okay, so he goes over there. It is defended. So if I could, I think getting it here is probably a better move. So I'm going to go ahead and try that. Get up here. Also check here, but that doesn't work. Okay. So if I go here, interesting. He has to do something. Bring it back here, then what else do I have? This attacks the rook, actually. So the rook will move. If the rook moves, then I can push the pawn. Push the pawn. Okay, so he does that. Alright, so I think I'm going to go ahead and attack this guy. Really? Okay. Well, that's pretty disrespectful. Alright, so I take, he takes, then the rook. Okay, so here to here. Well, that's a bummer. So I have this check real quick. He goes here. And then I can... Nope. I don't have any of that, huh? What about this? That doesn't do anything for me. Do I have anything else? I guess I'm just lost, huh? Do I want to keep the piece? I can't really keep the piece. I can also go here if he takes and I can check, and then no, that doesn't work either. So if I go here and he goes here, then I can go here. No, that doesn't work either. Can go and trade. So here, here. Doesn't have that anymore, I guess. Here. Here. Okay, so I can allow him to... Okay, so... I think I could take it if I wanted to. But I think I'm going to go over. I fucking hate chess. like fucking bullshit, you know? The only reason I'm stuck in, like, you know, so low level is because everybody's playing like goddamn masters, and it's just like, go up to the master rank then, you know? I'm winning? How am I winning? This. Like, what's the best move here? I don't know. How the fuck am I winning? Alright. Tough day. Tough day. Nobody cares. Nobody's here. Nobody ever stops by. That's fine. Maybe one day. Alright. I will catch you in the next one, I guess. You have a great day. Wherever, if, you know what, I'm done. I'm done.